Well, many of us are guilty of speeding now and then. We wanted to know where troopers pull over the most people in our state.
Where are these hot spots? Boston 25 News consumer reporter Jason Law is here now with the top 5 spots for speeding tickets.
It's one of the worst feelings when you're behind the wheel, seeing those flashing blue lights in your rearview mirror and knowing they're for you.
Well, I just think they like to get their money, like to make their quota.
And then you look back behind, you see the blue lights, and you're like, they got me again.
We analyzed the data for a year's worth of speeding tickets issued by Massachusetts State Police. That's more than 127,000 traffic stops in 2023. Here are the top 5 hotspots where you need to slow down. Number 5, the Mass Pike in Framingham, where nearly 1,400 speeding tickets were handed out last year. Number 4, Route 24 in Brockton. Troopers pulled over more than 1,500 drivers along this stretch of highway. The number 3 hotspot is down on the Cape in Barnstable, where nearly 1,600 people were stopped for speeding along Route 6. At number 2, 290 in Worcester County. 1,300 drivers were pulled over along 290 in Shrewsbury. Another 1,600 were stopped just a few miles down the road in Worcester. And the number 1 hotspot for speeders is in Plymouth, where 1,800 drivers were flagged along Route 3.
Can't catch a break. It's the worst.
Chris Kane says he's been nailed by state police not once, but 3 times in the last 10 months. He says all of his tickets came on Route 3 in Plymouth.
What is it about that stretch that makes it so easy to speed?
No cars late at night, open roads, cruising along and don't even realize how fast you're going sometimes.
I also crunched the numbers to find the days of the week when the most speeding tickets were handed out. And according to the 2023 data, more drivers were flagged on Wednesdays than any other days of the week, followed by Thursdays and Tuesdays.
I think it just depends upon the time of day with them.
Mark Fantasia says he sees state troopers parked along 290 in Shrewsbury all the time. He says he's never gotten a ticket and is glad police are there to slow people down.
I think they're pretty reasonable. Like I say, I come through there and I'm going over the speed limit when it's safe to do. And they know when it's safe and they know what the traffic looks like. So I think they use good sense of judgment when they're there.
Of course, not everybody gets a ticket and has to pay a fine. We found around 12% of the traffic stops that we analyzed, or 1 in every 10, ended with a verbal warning and not a fine. I've put a full breakdown on our website, boston25news.com. You can go there now to see how your town stacks up with other hot spots throughout the state. I'm Jason Law.